Shrek, a magical tale about courage, friendship, and finding yourself. Imagine a swamp in the middle of nowhere. Quiet. Peaceful. The kind of place where no one bothers you. That's exactly how Shrek, a big green ogre with an even bigger love for privacy, wanted his life to be. But destiny had other plans. Shrek wasn't like the heroes you usually see in fairy tales. He didn't shine in armor, he didn't ride a horse, and he definitely didn't charm people with a smile. In fact, most people ran away before he even said hello. And honestly, that suited him perfectly. But everything changed one unforgettable night. Shrek wakes up to strange noises outside his swamp. He opens the door, and freezes. His swamp is full. Packed. Overflowing with fairy tale creatures. Pinocchio is on his table, the three little pigs are in his bed, and the big bad wolf is casually reading a newspaper in his chair. Why? Because Lord Farquaad, the ruler of Duloc, has kicked them all out. And now they have nowhere else to go. Shrek is furious. His peaceful life, gone. His swamp, invaded. So he makes a decision that will change everything. He'll march straight to Farquaad and demand his swamp back. But there's a small problem. A talking donkey has decided to come with him. Donkey is cheerful, chatty, impossible to shut up, and somehow becomes Shrek's accidental sidekick. And just like that, the most unusual duo in fairy tale history begins their journey. When Shrek and Donkey arrive in Duloc, they walk into a strange, perfect, plastic-looking kingdom. And right at its center is Lord Farquaad, tiny, powerful, and obsessed with becoming king. But to become king, he needs a princess. Not just any princess, Princess Fiona, trapped in a tower guarded by a fire-breathing dragon. Farquaad doesn't want to rescue her himself, of course. Why do that when you can send a giant ogre to do it for you? So Shrek makes a deal. He'll rescue Fiona. Farquaad will give him back his swamp. Simple. Or so he thinks. The journey to the dragon's castle becomes a test of courage, teamwork, and pure chaos. Shrek and Donkey cross a rickety bridge, sneak into the fortress, and almost get roasted alive. Donkey ends up flirting with the dragon, Shrek grabs the princess, and they escape in a scene more dramatic than any fairy tale ever written. But here is where the story shifts. On their way back to Duloc, Fiona surprises everyone. She's not the delicate, helpless princess Shrek expected. She's tough. She's funny. She fights bandits better than both of them. And slowly, very slowly, Shrek begins to feel something he never expected, a connection. As they travel together, Shrek and Fiona start opening up. She learns the world judges him before knowing him. He discovers she hides a mysterious secret of her own. There's a spark between them. But just when everything seems perfect, things fall apart. Fiona reveals her secret. Every night, she transforms into an ogre, because of a curse. A curse that can only be broken by true love's kiss. She wants to tell Shrek. But he overhears only part of a conversation and believes Fiona could never love someone like him. Hurt and angry, Shrek pushes everyone away. Even Donkey. Fiona returns to Farquaad, ready to marry him despite her fears. And Shrek? He goes back to his swamp. His quiet. His loneliness. The very thing he thought he wanted. But now, it doesn't feel like home anymore. Because home isn't a place. It's people. Donkey confronts him and forces him to admit the truth. Shrek is in love. And if he doesn't fight for Fiona now, he'll regret it forever. So the two rush to Duloc in one of the most iconic endings in animation history. Shrek interrupts the wedding, confesses his feelings, and Fiona reveals her true ogre form in front of everyone. But Shrek doesn't run. He doesn't hesitate. He smiles, because to him, she is perfect. Their kiss breaks the curse. But not in the way Fiona expected. She stays an ogre, not a beautiful human princess. Why? Because this is who she truly is. And sometimes, true love doesn't change you, it reveals you. The story ends with Shrek and Fiona leaving Duloc behind and starting a life together in the swamp. Not a fancy castle. Not a royal kingdom. But a home filled with acceptance, laughter, and real love. And so the greatest anti-fairy tale of all time teaches us something powerful: you don't need to fit a perfect image to be worthy of love. You don't need to be a classic hero to do the right thing. And sometimes, the unexpected, the messy, the imperfect, becomes the most magical adventure of all.